Up, Norm. The best place to go on a day like this? Beach, of course. The Hurricane Earl really did a job, though, on Jones Beach, flooding some of the fields. And News 12 Long Island's Ethan Harp checks on the conditions there and how it's affecting beachgoers.
Jones Beach is quickly getting back to business, but even with bulldozers cutting huge trenches to drain the flooding, the sand is still filled with parts of the sea. For locals and tourists, it means playing the waiting game, wading through floodwaters.
This is pretty wild. We're from Jersey, and you know, it's never been seen before, for sure. The whole beach we got here at 10, and by 3 o'clock, the whole beach was covered. It's pretty wild.
Ever seen it like this?
No. But I'll come from now on. I'll be like, hurricane, all right.
2 days later, the water in some of these instant Earl-made lakes still goes easily over your ankles, almost up to your knees. And you look out there and you see the shoreline looks pretty good. Why is that? Well, on Friday, at the height of the storm, the water just kept pushing and pushing over here. The high points have dried out. The low points are still lagoons. And that's not all the state park is dealing with. Phones are out, lifeguards are now forced to use walkie-talkies, power outages canceled a performance at the band shell. Field 6 finally reopened, but the West Bathhouse area remains closed. From Chopper 12, you can see the result of Earl's brief yet powerful fury.
Well, I think it cut back on visitors a little bit, but I think, you know, we have a beautiful day here. The weather's a little bit windy today and a little bit cool. But this time of the year, attendance tends to drop off.
Still, plenty of swimmers and boogie boarders can finally dive into calmer waves.
They're great. Just love it.
Actually, a lot nicer than I expected. So it's really not too bad. It's a perfect day for the beach.
But remember, hurricane season is not over yet.
It's the fall, and there's still storms out there, and still rips occurring.
Lifeguards have had to pull half a dozen people out of the water today. Still, all the swimming restrictions related to Earl have now been lifted. So the message from officials here, if you still have some holiday left in your holiday weekend, come on down. At Jones Beach State Park, Ethan Harp, News 12, Long Island.
Now to a tragedy at one of Long Island's universities. A beloved Hofstra professor, the victim of a deadly hit and run in the city. And one of his closest co-workers says the school won't be the same without him.
Robert Emmett Bowen III was in his element when he played